Hello, today I am going to talk to you about applying for the Paultons Pass for queue assistance. I am recording from inside my car today because it is extremely hot and there's air conditioning in my car, which is very nice. So apologies for that. So we were at Paultons last week, and you do need to apply for the queue assist pass in advance, very similar to Merlin. Does seem to be a lot more availability, however, for Paultons than there is for Merlin. I think that possibly because the queues aren't as bad at Paultons, so there is no fast pass or line skipping or anything at Paultons, and their ops are extremely good as well. Also, they've got a lot more ride availability at a lot of than a lot of the Merlin parks. So to apply for the queue assistance pass, you do need to have your Nimbus card, access card, and then you can go to the website and apply. So let's go to the website. So this is Paultons website, and we are going to go to the menu on the right hand side with the three lines. Then we're going to go to your visit and scroll down to accessibility and go to the queue assist pass. Now there is so much information on their website, it is fantastic, it's so easy to use. So to be able to apply for the queue assist pass, you need one of these symbols. And as I said, you need your ID number from your access card to be able to apply for it. So if you haven't got a access card, you would click on the apply for queue assist pass. And then we are going to go, because we've got an access card, we're going to go to make a queue assist booking. And then you can see on the calendar some of these dates are blocked out because it's fully allocated. There's not very many though, so we're just going to select a random date just so that we can have a look. And then you're going to fill in the person who has got the access card's details. I'm going to press proceed. And then it just asks you to confirm the booking. Obviously I'm not going to do that for today because I don't need one on that day and I don't want to use it out for somebody else. So just going to show you, then you will get an email. So this is the email that I received when I booked it the other day. So I only booked this one 2 days in advance. So this I booked on the 13th, we went on the 15th. So I got this ticket, which is my queue assist pass ticket. Now this is the ticket that you will need to show to be able to receive your wristband. And then there's some information here as well about how to use the queue assist system. So once you have got your ticket, you will then go to the first aid point to go and collect your wristband when you get to the park. So to do this, you go through the main entrance as normal, go through the main entrance building, and then as soon as you're through the building, turn to the right. Now first thing in the morning they had a little stall out, so we didn't need to go all the way around to first aid, but you go past where what looks like a toilet block, it is a toilet block, go past that, and there was a podium there to collect our wristband, but if that isn't there, so if you get there a little bit later, then it's to go round to the side from there to go to first aid to go and collect it. Now to collect the wristband, I needed to show my access card and also my ticket, so I scanned my ticket and then checked my details against my access card. I was then given the appropriate wristband, so for people who need assistance getting evacuated from a ride, so you always need a carer with them, then you get a different wristband to the one that I had. And I was then given also a card, so I was given this card, which I will insert a photo of, and also an information leaflet. Thought I'd lost it. Information leaflet, which is the accessibility guide this is a fantastic guide, and gives you all the relevant information that you would need at all. So toilets, changing facilities, baby care centres, information for wheelchair users, the food and beverage, shopping facilities, rest areas, assistance dogs. So much information in here. It's a really, really good leaflet. Most of it's on the website anyway, but they give you this so that you've got it on the day. And then this Q Assist Pass. So this card has got, so just to clarify, we didn't need it very much on the day that we went because the queues were very short. So we actually only used it on one ride, which was Draken. So everything else we only had to wait one cycle for to get onto, so we just queued in the normal queue. The only reason we used it for Draken, it was posted at a 15. In the morning we had gone on it when it was posted at a 15 and it was actually a 30, and the load station was just it's really well themed, but it was just a bit loud in there. I think it was mostly because it was a lot of school kids who were very excited, which is fine. It's just, it was a bit much. So when we decided we wanted to do it for a second time, we then went around and did the QSS Pass. So for the major rides, which are the ones that are listed down this side and this side, so anything that is listed, you can only use the Q Assist Pass once. If you wanted to do it again, you would have to use the standard queue. So what they do is, they're supposed to punch it, I think, but they just ripped Draken. And then they have written the name of the ride and then the time that we can then use it again. So that is the time that it was when we entered the queue, plus the time that the queue says that it is. So if it's 15 minutes and we entered the queue at 4:05, then we can use it at 4:20. They have also, down the bottom, written what I was wearing, and I'm an adult female, and the date, and without carer. That didn't mean that Tim couldn't come with me. He was still allowed to come with me, but it just meant that I might have, if I said with carer, then I would need somebody with me all the time. So, and that person, according to the back of this, needs to be at least over the age of 14. So all of these colours are reference to the height requirements for the rides. So to use the Q Assist Pass, you go to the exit of the ride. There's a sign there that says Q Assist Pass entrance. Go up the exit, and then the ride operator will then just have a quick chat with you. They'll take your card and fill that in for you and give it back. And then once they're able to, they will then let you onto the ride. To be honest, I think it's quite fair that the way that this is run. I find that it's a lot fairer than the Merlin way. It's a lot easier to use the Merlin as well, I found. I know we only used it once, but even applying for it was a lot easier than Merlin. So we love Paultons. I think Paultons is actually just more accessible anyway, because as I said, there's more ride availability. There is also much shorter queues. So I think if you need the Q Assist Pass, obviously apply for it, but it doesn't mean that you are limited to just being able to do it everything once, because the queues, particularly when we went, was so short. It means that if you're able to, you should be able to queue in the normal queue as well, which is what we were doing, because it was less than a 5-minute wait for most things. I mean, a lot of things were posted at 0, it was so short, and that was during the school trip season. So highly recommend Paultons. I hope this guide has been useful. Please do let me know. I am planning on trying to do accessibility guides for each of the parks that we go to. So coming up in the next couple of weeks, we have got Efteling, Phantasialand, Europa Park and Disneyland Paris. So please do stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Bye.